All right, today we're gonna get serious about our canned meat. Oh yeah, we're gonna find out today if we're paying for quality or just a brand name. Stick around and let's go through the paces with these two. So as everybody knows, if you've watched the channel more than a couple months, you know that I'm a fan of Spam. I like Spam a lot. I've tested it against some other products before. But like you know, the price of groceries have gone way up. And this, when I bought it today, $2 a can. This was $3.98, okay? So today I'm going to just throw these on the grill like I did the last test, and I'm going to see if how they stack up and see if it's worth the $4 or if $2 is your best bet. So first of all, let's open these up and take a look at them and see how they look. So first we're going to open up the can of Spam. I'm going to pop the top, pull it back. It's got a big old ring on it too. You can get 2 fingers in there if you need to pull that thing back. And a little tip, if you pop it a little bit like that, usually it'll slide out of the can a whole lot easier, like that. And then, let me show you something else that's a neat little trick. If you need to, and you don't have a knife and you're out at the grill somewhere at a campsite or something, very carefully you can straighten that lid out and slice your Spam with the lid. Do not cut yourself, this is sharp. So we've got that to the side. Next we're going to pop open the can of the Great Value, and it's got a place for 1 finger, so it opens easily though, no big deal there. And we can use the same trick on it, just pop it a little bit and slide it out like that. So pretty much, if you look at them side by side, they're the same color. This one's got a little more of the gel on it. I'll get a close up here. So as you can see, you know, they're pretty much the same thing. Now the Great Value's got a little bit of that jelly down at the bottom, and just an interesting note, Spam started putting potato starch in theirs a little while back. I guess because people got grossed out over the jelly or whatever, but you can see it's still got a little bit in it. So that's what they look like right there. Now, since I am a connoisseur of canned meat, I have a Spam slicer. So we're going to open these up and slice them up and put them on the grill. So let's go with that. So the next thing we're going to do is slice them up. And like I said, I've got this neat little slicer. It's just got some wires and stuff, but it saves you a lot of time and you get even slices most of the time. You just stick it in there and just press down on it. And there's your Spam. Then I will try it with the Great Value. And I can already tell you the Great Value is a little more mushy and squishy, but it slices right up. All right, and we have our slices here, just like this here. And now we'll look at the interior of it, and you can see a real big difference on that. So yeah, you can see that there's clearly a little difference in the interior of it. The Great Value's got a whole lot more white in it. Looks like white, maybe that's fat or whatever. Not a whole lot in Spam, but there's some there too. So technically you can eat Spam straight out of the can. It's pre-cooked, and I'm sure this is pre-cooked as well. I like mine better. I like mine grilled, just to be real with you. I like it in a frying pan. I like it about any way you can fix it, but the Spam's kind of, you know, it don't bend a whole lot. It don't have a lot of play in it. And this one here, it's got a little play in it. You can see it's bending over a little bit, but that's not too bad. So let's take them to the grill and see what happens out there. All right, before I get those grilled up, let's take a glimpse at some of the ingredients and nutritional information. All right, Spam always boasts and says it only has 6 ingredients, and those ingredients are pork with ham, salt, water, modified potato starch, sugar, and sodium nitrate. Now you might be asking yourself, what's the difference between pork and ham? They both come from a pig, and you are right. The pork comes from the pork shoulder, and the ham comes from the rear section. I don't know why they wanted to classify it as two different things, but pork and ham is what you have. So no mystery meat or anything like that. Basic ingredients, and like I said, they put that potato starch in there. But yeah, I'm gonna put the nutritional information up for you, and you can look at it here on the screen. I'm doing a keto diet, so the thing that I'm concerned about is carbs, and it does have 1 carb per serving, and it does also have sugar in it and potato starch. Now that's, you know, you have to figure out if that's something for you, but it does have a high level of sodium, as does the Great Value brand. But there's a tip out there to reduce some of the sodium and maybe some of the starches. Is you can put this in boiling water for about 5 to 10 minutes and let some of that excess sodium come out, and the starches from that gel and whatever. And if you want to reduce it even more, you can slice it into pieces and put it in water and let it cook that way a little bit, and then you can fry it up as normal. Don't go like over 15 minutes or something like that, but just, you know, if you can't find low sodium and you need low sodium, that might be a trick for you. But this is fully loaded just like this. Now let's look at these ingredients. So here's the ingredients on this, and it's pretty much the same, except for they just label it different. Pork, salt, water, sugar. They got some phosphates in there and spices, and some stuff I can't pronounce, and sodium nitrate, but not a whole lot different than the Spam, except for the addition of those other couple ingredients. And for the nutritional information, it's the same thing. It's one carb, and that makes me happy. All right, we're out here at the grill. I've got a griddle on here, and I'm gonna put some of these on the griddle. I got a couple for Walmart there, and I got 2 over here for the Spam. I'm gonna cook them for about a minute on each side and see how they come out. All right, let's give them a flip and see how it goes, or how they're looking. Oh yeah. Hey, while that's cooking up, let me invite you to subscribe. Whether you're a Spam fanatic or you're just doing a keto low carb journey, there's something here for you. So yeah, like, subscribe, thumbs up, all that good stuff. Let's get on back to cooking. All right, those have been cooking about 2 minutes, minute on each side on the preheated griddle here. So we're gonna pull these off and take them inside. See how they be tasting. All right, so here you have it. Fried up, ready to go, ready to be tested. This is the Spam, and then this is the Great Value. Now let's see how they taste. That's the main thing, right? First thing I'm gonna do is start with Spam, because I like Spam. Give it a taste. Spam. Yeah, I like Spam. I like the texture of Spam. I like it even better when I put it on the griddle outside. It holds up really well. You can see that's good. I like that. It comes, I mean, it's good. What's not to like about Spam? But the question is, how's this? So let's pick this up, and you can see, of course, that's still a little loose, you know, a little different texture than Spam. Hey, but the proof's in the pudding. Let's taste that. That is good. Now, a couple things I'll note about it. Now, it seems to be a little greasier than Spam. The texture is a little different. It's a little softer than Spam. Definitely You can taste the salt in it. It has more salt in it, I think, than Spam. You can taste that difference. So let's get down to the final verdict. Which of these do I like best? Well, I'm gonna go ahead and just be upfront. I like Spam the best, and it may be some brand loyalty there, but I don't think so in this case, because I just like the texture a lot better. And plus also Spam has like all these different flavors. They've got jalapeno, hot and spicy. Those are my favorites. They've got a whole bunch of different flavors and low sodium. This one, it has low sodium, and I think they make a bacon flavor one now. I'm not sure, but my preference is Spam just because, like I said, I just like it better. Now that's not to dismiss this, because this is good. This is, I mean, I could incorporate this into my rotation some, just to mix it up a little bit. But if you're looking for value, man, at $2 a can, this is your pick right here. And it cooks up. I'm sure the low sodium one probably is not as salty, but it cooks up just like Spam. You can put it on a sandwich, incorporate it into recipes, I'm sure. But yeah, for the grand finale, total, all-in-one winner, it's the Spam for me. Hey, save yourself a couple dollars if you want to. That's fine. We need to nowadays, because things are so expensive. But until next time, eat you some canned meat, and may the Lord bless you.